Here's how to make a pom-pom. You need 2 card circles with holes in the middle, scissors, yarn, and it may come wrapped around a lollipop stick, which you will have, or you may have it in a ball like this. When I start, I'm going to put both the circles together like this, as I'll need 2 of them later. And I'm going to get my yarn and thread it through. I'll start by holding one piece like this and turning and threading in the yarn. You have to do this over and over, leaving the gap in the middle, so make sure you're not wrapping it the whole way round. It has to go through the middle of the hoop until you have something that looks like this. And you need to make sure there's no white gaps in between the threads, in between the yarn. Your lollipop stick will still have a little bit left on the end. You need to unravel this and leave it as a long piece that goes on. You then pull the yarn away a little bit to find the card, and you pull it apart to make sure you can cut in the middle, so you find the gap. I might have to pull mine a bit further as my yarn is a little bit tougher than this one. Once you've done that, you pull the card apart and you start to cut each bit. As you cut, the yarn will be in little pieces here in the middle. You need to make sure these don't fall out by holding it really carefully. You can also cut on the edge like this, but keep along this line so it helps you if you stay inside the card line. Again, be careful these don't fall out, so you can hold it like this as you go round. Sometimes the yarn can be a little bit tough, but you just need to keep going. So maybe stop for a second, find your way back, and start again. Once all of this is cut off, it will very easily fall out, so you need to carefully put it back down and take a bit more yarn to tie the pom-pom together. So I'll cut about 30 centimetres and I'll put this in between the 2 circles again. So I'm feeding it through the middle here, all the way around, so it looks a little bit like a yo-yo. Once I've got this, if you pull on it, it will tighten all the bits of yarn that you've already cut up through the circles. I then just do the beginning of a shoelace, so just one twist, pull it through really tight, and then do it again to make sure it doesn't unravel, otherwise you'll have bits of yarn everywhere. You can also pull it onto the opposite side and tie another knot, just to be really careful. Like that. Once you've got this strange looking spaceship thing, you need to take off the card and leave that on the side. And it's really important, this bit, you need to fluff out your pom-pom to make sure you've got no weird edges. You want it to be fully round, and then you still have your long pieces of string which you will use to tie to your wreath. These are really important. And that is how you make a pom-pom.